Hi everyone. Right, I think we've got 2 people on so far. Right, welcome back to another live, or if this is your first time, then hello. Or you might have joined a live with some of the other coaches. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, if I'm loud enough, if you can see everything. I'm going to just check myself as well. That's it. I'm going to be using the wall to... Ooh, oh my gosh, if I broke that, I'll be in trouble. I'm using the wall today. So I'm just checking, and I want to see if you can see me over here still. Yeah. Right, how are we doing? 4 people on so far. Get those comments in for me, and I can have a little catch up with you. So tell me about your day. Let me know how you've been doing. I'm Sophie from Maidstone Gymfinity, and we're going to be doing another follow-on from my previous session last week, basically. So last week we did a bit of flexibility, and then we went on to handstand work. That was very brief handstand work, and then we were going to do some levers, but we ran out of time, so we're going to touch on the levers today, and then I've got something else to add in towards the end of the session. Hi Hannah and Lucy. Hope we have another fun session for you today. Right, so we just need to make sure we've got enough space, a drink, mine's up there, and a couple of cushions. I'm going to use about 2 cushions. You can use one if you've only got one, just as long as it's not too big, because we're going to be using that for some of our stretches. Right, I've got 9 people. I'm going to wait a little bit longer just to get a couple more people to join us. Also, I just want to say a big congratulations to Freddie from Maidstone, because he won our first Gymfinity hoodie. So we're going to be selecting from random another new person to be getting a hoodie. So make sure to continue to comment. You can also give us some feedback on all of our social media, our Facebook, Instagram, obviously our YouTube channel, and wherever else you can find us. And the more you comment, the more likely we are to find you. Hi Lila from Maidstone. Got a little Maidstone team going on there at the moment. That's it. Right, how are you all doing? How have we had a good week? I was trying to think of what I was going to tell you that I've been up to this week, but I'll be honest, it's not that much. I've done a bit of painting. I've done a bit of yoga, Pilates, bit of some workouts. I joined Tommy's workout the other day, and my mum was doing one of the exercises, and my dog Albert jumped up on top of her, so he enjoyed the exercise as well. Hi, Lacey and Mia. Emma Walsh joining in from Hertfordshire. Hi, everybody. Right, so we're going to start today's session with a little pulse raiser. Now, I'm basically going to give you a couple of instructions as we're going along, so I might tell you to hop, jump. So if you just listen out for me and then follow along with my instructions, and we will get nice and warm, hopefully. I have my jacket on because I was a bit cold, so this is hopefully going to help warm me up. So, are we all ready? Let me just see how many we've got now. Okay, 11. Right, so we're going to get started. So make sure you've got a space. That's it. I'm going to stand about here. Hopefully you can still see me. And we're just going to start with running on the spot. So jogging. That's it. Just keep going and listen along, and I will tell you what to do. Okay, let's move on to some jumping jacks now. So we're going to go out, in. That's it. Arms up nice and high. And feet back together again every time. Good, and we're going to turn to any side you want and carry on with the jumping jacks. So turn, and a couple of jumping jacks. Then you're going to continue to turn the same way you just did. So you should be facing away from me. Ready now. Keep jumping. And turn one more time. So you basically do a full circle of jumping jacks. And back to face me again. Good. And jogging again on the spot. Already getting out of breath. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I'm going to move over to the side a little bit, because we're going to go a couple of steps, tap the floor. and then the opposite way. So I'll show you. So you're going to like kick your feet, touch, kick, touch by your foot, okay? Keep it going. Tap, tap, tap. So kick, tap, legs together. So it's a little squat, together, squat basically. Sit, keep going. And we're going to do running, kicking our bottoms. So get those feet up nice and high. You can see if you can touch your hands. Good. And normal jogging again. Right, so what we're going to do now, if you keep running, I'm going to put one leg up, then I'll say change, okay? Then I might say a number, so I might say 3. Then you've got to do 3 in a row, and then you pause until I say change or another number, okay? Right, keep running on the spot. Any leg up, off we go. One leg up, change. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 3. 1, 2, 3. Change. 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Change. 2. 1, 2. Change. 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Okay, give everything a shake. You can grab a quick drink. Right, hello. If you have just joined us. Hi, Lauren in Farnborough. Got the same name as my sister. Right, so we've just done a little pulse raiser warm-up. If you have just joined us, then you can just do a bit of running on the spot. Get your heart rate going. And then we will be moving on to a little stretch. Oh, my head was cut off again. I'm not feeling 100%. So if I'm a little bit, that will be why, all right? It's only a cold, don't worry. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it a bit easier today. We've got nice, calm exercises to do today, and then that'll be our session, all right? So grab a drink. We need, if you're new, just a reminder, 2 cushions, couple of cushions. If you've got one, that's fine, just use one. A drink and space, all right? And we're gonna be doing our levers today, and then an exercise at the end, which I'll explain a little bit later. Right, so last week I did a lot of work on our flexibility. I'm just going to move this up a little bit. Hi, Ben. Hi, Elliot. Right, okay, so as I was saying, last week we did quite a few exercises on our splits. So I'm going to incorporate that into our warm-up today, just to recap and keep working on those exercises. So we're going to start with just some arm circles backwards. Sit. And forwards. Good. We're going to put our feet apart, hands on our hips, and we're just going to twist our body around as much as you can. And the opposite side. Try not to move your feet though. Keep your toes pointing forward. And now we're going to swing our arms around as well. And increase the speed a bit, side to side. Keep your head nice and neutral so it goes in motion with your body. Okay, I'm going to put my hands on my hips and we're going to basically draw a big circle. My nose is going to go past one leg, the other leg, and back up to where I've started, okay? So drop your shoulders down and circle round. And the other way, try and reach your forehead to the floor. Really stretch the back of those legs. Sit. Right, okay, I'm going to touch one foot. And try and pull your nose to your knees. And the other foot for me. can, hands flat on the floor, in the middle, or you can walk them through if you can. I'll adjust the screen in 2 seconds because I think it's a little bit too high now, isn't it? That's it, hold that stretch there for me, keep going. Right, fantastic. Okay, let's sit on our bottoms now. And I'm going to just face the side for you so you can see. We're going to start with the leg kicks that we did last week. We're going to do 5 on one leg and 5 on the other. Okay, so I'm literally just going to lift one leg as far as I can go to my nose. Are you ready? Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn onto your side. Now full straight leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, okay, I'm going to pop up onto my right leg lunge. Make sure that foot is directly above the knee, not like that. So it should be a nice straight line. I'm actually going to tuck my back toes on the floor like that. And I'm going to see if I can lift this knee up off the floor and balance with my arms out to the side, okay? See if you can do that with a nice straight back leg. Good. I'm going to try and slide down to my splits. And hold that there for a little bit. See, I've got a little bit to go still. Keep working on it. Okay. I'm going to turn to the other side. I'll do the front one for you this time. That's it. So on the opposite leg now, tuck the back toes under, so it's like you're standing on your toes. Lift that knee off the floor and try and balance arms out. Keeping those shoulders upright, try not to lean forwards. Good. And slide to splits if you can. If that's as far as you can go, that's absolutely fine. Just hold it where you feel a little gentle stretch. Okay. And then we're going to be moving on to our bot splits or middle splits, which we didn't do last week. So for the first exercise for that stretch, we're just going to go back to our standing with our legs apart. We're going to reach to the floor. Then all I'm going to do is with my hands staying connected to the floor, I'm going to squat. So I'm going to bend my knees, trying to push my knees out a little bit and stand back up. Okay, I'm going to do that 5 times. Ready? So 1, and up, 2, and up, 3, 2 more, 4, that's it, last time, 5, and you're going to hold it there, try and sit in that position, and remember, try and turn those knees away from you, okay, so knees pulling back. Good, right now, I'm going to bend down and I'm going to rest my hands on my knees, like that. So we're going to try and squat. I'm going to just push. So I'm pushing this knee, away from me. And I'm dropping my shoulder down at the same time. And the other one, so I'm pushing it away so you can feel a little bit of an extra stretch here. Like so. Okay, right, then I'm going to lay on my back. Now I'm going to lay down facing away from you. But what we're going to basically be doing is very similar to the kicks that we did, but our legs are going to be kicking out at the same time. Okay, so it'll be easier to understand when I show you. Hopefully you can see. I can't really tell if you can. Sorry if you can't see me. So I'm just going to whack my legs out and in. Okay, and if you want to, you can add a little cross, cross out, cross, cross out. The aim is to eventually get your feet to hit the floor. Okay, right, let's just do normal out and in, 5 in a row. Ready? 1, together, 2, together. Hit them really hard, together, 4, last one, 5. Good, okay? Right, so now what I'm going to do is almost like a half middle splits. So I'm going to put my elbows on the floor. I'm going to have bent knees. Now the rule is to have your knees and your hips, so your bottom, all in one line, okay? Right, so I'm gonna, just like that. So my knees are apart. I'm trying to push my bottom down to the floor as much as I can, and I'm resting on my elbows, or you can lay on your tummy out to the side. Arms out to the side, sorry. I'm just gonna hold it there and feel a little stretch. All right? And then in a minute, I'm gonna expose how unflexible I am at my middle splits now. So we're gonna start with our legs apart, hands on the floor. Then I'm gonna transition to my elbows going on the floor, and I'm gonna see how wide my legs can go, okay? So the final aim for this move is that you are completely flat on the floor. So that's your three-way splits. We've done our front right leg, front left leg, and now our middle or box splits. Okay, so this with the straight leg, you'll feel more of a stretch all the way down. With the bent leg, like so, it's just a bit more gentle. Okay, right, we're going to finish up with our seal sit. And cat stretch, armpits on the floor. And now a little challenge. You're going to put your knees apart and see if you can lean back, or I can only get one hand, and grab both ankles. Okay, if you can't touch your ankles, then just place your hands on your lower back and push your hips forwards. And if you want, you can drop your head right back. And hold it. And then we're going to go the opposite way, because you should always stretch out the opposite way. Okay? Good. Right, you can grab a drink. I'm just going to come and check on how we're doing now. Oh, Lila's very wobbly today. Don't worry, so am I, Lila. Oh. Okie dokie. Right. So, we're going to begin now with our levers practice. So, we need our cushions at this point, or one cushion is fine. I've got my two little ones, which I think are very muddy from my doggy. So we're going to start with our levers. Let me show you the final move so I can just explain it. So basically, a straddle lever looks a bit like this. Okay, woo, got cramp straight away then. See how I'm wobbly today too. And your pike or your half lever is like so. Now, we do need a lot of strength, mobility, flexibility for these exercises. So before we get to doing that, we're going to actually work on some exercises that will help us be able to do that much better than I just did it, and maybe hold it for longer, and it'll just help us, okay? So I'm going to start with my two cushions sitting in my straddle. Now, I'm going to place one cushion in front of the other, and I'm going to pick the one behind and put it further in front, okay? So I'm just taking one pillow and putting it in front, and I'm going to keep going until it's as far as I can go. Now that's definitely as far as I can go. I'm going to move back a little bit for you, because I think that I'm not in the screen as much, so you can't really see what I'm doing so well. So let me do that one more time. So sitting in straddle, sit them nice and tall, got one cushion in front of the other. I'm going to pick up the one that's closest to me, reach forwards and place it to the front. Pick up the one behind, reach forwards and put it in front. And I'm going to just keep going until I can't anymore. Okay? Right, we're going to do that one more time then. If you've got one cushion, what you can do is just sitting up nice and tall and just slowly move it forwards a couple of steps at a time and see how far you can go. All right, and if you've got maybe two people at home doing this at the same time, you can have a little competition, see who can get the furthest. Right, so now we're going to do it with legs together. So this will help us for our pike lever. All right, so I'm going to put one in front of the other. Just repeat the process. Keep going as far as you can go. Oh, that one was a stretch. Okay, I'm going to do it with one pillow. Let's do it again. I think we did it 3 times, 3, maybe 4 times in Arch Parlour. So try and do it the exact same amount of times as you did the other stretch. So this is my second time now. So I'm doing little steps at a time. Keep reaching. Good. I'm going to do mine one more time. So put one pillow in front and keep replacing the pillows. Can I get it? Oh, I did. Okay, good job. So that was the first one. So that was just warming up and stretching our muscles a little bit. Okay, the next one is similar to what we did for our splits for one of the exercises. This is where I nearly knocked the painting off the wall earlier. So we're going to stand by a wall or something. I could even do it here if I wanted to. Just something that can support us. And I'm going to stand facing forwards, not facing the wall, sorry, facing to the side. All right, I'm going to put my hand on my hip. Now I'm going to just point my outside leg, so the one that's not closest to the wall, in front of me, and I'm going to swing it to the side, keeping my kneecap pointing to the ceiling. All right, so we're going to do 5 of those for me. Are we ready? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Right, I'm going to try and do it over here. Hopefully you can see me, because I'm going to do it on the other leg. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that one's nice and easy peasy. And that one's very good because you can challenge yourself with that one by getting that leg higher and higher every time. Right, we're back into our straddle position now. We're going to start with our hands nice and flat on the floor. Okay, and no thumbs up like so. Okay, flat hands completely. We're going to see if we can lift all of our legs off the floor. So with your hands nice and close, we're going to do it just 2 times. Okay, are we ready? 1, 2. Now, similar with the pillows, we're going to take a little step forwards. I'm going to do the same again. Now, my best way to explain this is, you know, you have the crease in your elbow where your arm bends. When your hand is flat on the floor, I want you to try and turn that crease to face forwards, to face away from you. And that is when your arms are as straight as they can be. Okay, so we've stepped our hands forwards a little bit. Creases to face the front, not out like that. Can you see that difference there? Hopefully you can see my arms slightly bent and now they're straight. Ready? Lift your legs twice. 1, 2. If that's too difficult, then just keep your hands where they were in the first time. Hands forwards, and we're going to try again. 1, 2. Oh, it's starting to get really hard for me now. I'm going to try one step further forwards, but I'm not sure I can. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, good job. Right, let's bring our legs together. We're going to do exactly the same. Now, this exercise you can do whenever. You can do 10, 50, 100, all right, depending on how strong those legs are and how often you train and practice it. All right, so with legs together, I'm going to put my hands close to my bottom, elbows, the creases facing forwards, and I'm going to lift my legs. 1, 2. So they're staying glued together, my legs are. So it's only my bottom on the floor when I lift my legs. 1, 2. Step forwards. 1, 2. And again, if you can. 2. Okay, good job. Right, well done. So for the next exercise, let me just check my notes. So we need the pillows again for this one. All right, so I'm going to put them just on the floor. And we're going to, we're going to do it without the pillows first. Right, we're going to put our feet on the floor. Then we're going to put our hands down. Now, I did similar exercise in my bars workout. So what we've got to do is we're going to lift just our bottom off the floor now. So we've done lifting our legs off. Now we're going to lift our bottom off. So I'm going to lean my shoulders forwards a little bit and see if I can lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. And we're keeping our hands there. We're not moving them forwards this time. We're just going to keep them here. See if you can lift your bottom off the floor for 5 seconds. Ready? Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm really shaking now. I need to be practicing more. Okay, good. Right, we're going to do it one more time. Then we're going to repeat the process with legs together. And that's how we're going to be continuing this whole exercise, okay? Right, one more. Ready? See if you can't hold it for 5. If you can only hold it for 2 or maybe 1 second, that's fine. Always allow yourself room to grow, okay? Don't be hard on yourself if you can't do something straight away. All right? And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, let's bring our legs together now. Hands on the floor, ready, lifting our bottom off, exactly the same. Let me do this one facing forwards for you. So elbows, remember turning them, flat hands, you can spread your fingers out to help balance a little bit more. Ready, and lift your bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Right, this exercise is not easy, okay? It takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, a lot of repetition, which is exactly what we can do now, because we've got all the time on our hands in the evenings, haven't we? Right, let's try again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Give your wrist a shake. See, they might be feeling a little bit sore because you haven't done much work on them. So don't worry if it feels a little bit. Yeah, it's because you're working hard today. All right, I'm going to do it one more time. I might have lost count and be doing one extra. Sorry if I have. But it will only make us better anyway. Right, ready? 5 seconds. Lift your bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, I'm going to grab a quick drink before we move on to the next one, which does include our pillows, okay? How are we all doing? Are we all following along? Oh, good. Lucy says you love middle splits. I wish I could say the same. I definitely wasn't naturally flexible at that one. Had to work very hard to get that eventually. Right, so back with the pillows now. We're going to do the same exercise. Now, we're only going to do it one time each. So I'm going to put my feet on my pillows. So it's made your legs a little bit higher than what we just practiced. And you're going to see if you can lift your bottom off the floor again. So flat hands, we're going to make sure they're shoulder width apart. So if you put your hands up, they should completely cover your shoulders. Can you see that? And place the floor on the floor. Ready? Move that one out a little bit. And try and lift. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Okay, right, legs together. So you only need one pillow for this one. Put that one back. Feet together. We ready? Nice flat hands on the floor. And see if you can lift that bottom off with your feet raised. Ready? 5 seconds is what we're trying and aiming to do. Ready? Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, right. So now is your little challenge time. I'd like to see if you can hold the full straddle or pike lever or both. If you can hold it. If you can't, if you can only do it with the feet on the pillows, that's fine. Still get a picture, send it in, let us know how you find it, and we can look through them and see everyone's amazing work. All right, we're going to attempt one more time doing the straddle lever and the half lever, okay? So let's all shake our wrists, have a deep breath in and out, and get ready. Get your cameras ready, okay? Lovely straight legs and pointed toes is what we're aiming for as well. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Lift. Good, okay, well done. Give your wrist a shake. And we're going to try it with our feet together now. So in our pike or body fold shape. Right, ready? Straight arms and lift. 3, 2, 1. Good, okay, give those wrists a shake. Right, let me know in the comments if you managed to do it. Let me see. Lila's nearly there. Oh, excellent, good. Okay, well done. Right, so last little bit that I want to do today, which I thought would be a nice little idea, because we're now in February, I hope. Yeah, losing track of time now. Yeah, we're in February. Okay, so I thought for this month, what we could do, because at Gymfinity, we do get these little booklets. Unfortunately, I haven't actually got the Gym Maths one on me, but my lovely friend sent me a picture of them, so I can still work on that with you. At the bottom of those booklets, which have all individual levels from 1 to 10, at the bottom, they have a range and conditioning section. So I thought in every one of our videos with me, we can see how many of those levels we can cover within this time. And you can keep on track with how well you're doing, how many levels you can achieve of the range and conditioning. So we're going to start with nice and basic. It might be too simple for you, or it might be challenging for you, which is great. So we're going to start with, I've printed them out so that I could remember. Level 1 range and conditioning is a front support shape, back support shape, and 5 press-ups on knees. So we're going to go through this quite quickly because it's 5:30. So front support shape, we've done plenty of times now. So nice straight arms like we just practiced anyway with our levers work. I'm going to tuck my toes under and I'm going to lift my knees. And we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Right, everyone should be able to do that one. I'm going to give you a big thumbs up for that one. The next one is our back support. So I want you to wave your hands in front of you, place them down by your feet, slide them behind your bottom. So your fingers should be pointing to your toes. And we're going to see if we can lift our bottom up to the off the floor, and we're going to try and hold that shape, the back support, for 5 seconds. Ready, lift, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, another big thumbs up because hopefully we can all do that one as well. Right, so the conditioning section for this one is 5 press-ups on knees. Now, I'm going to do my press-ups with my arms quite wide. You can, of course, put your hands close together. So we're going to just lean on our knees, push your hands in front of you, and you're going to try and bend your arms to get your nose to gently touch the floor 5 times. Are we ready? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Good job, everyone. Okay, and we're also going to have a quick look at level 2. So the first one is show lunges in correct alignment. So for the first one, we're going to do it front on. So I'm going to stand with my feet together. Then I'm going to slide one foot nice and far forwards. Actually, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. And my back leg, can you see my toes are turning out a little bit? So my back foot, my toes are turned out slightly. And the same with my front foot, slightly turned out. I'm going to bend my knee so it's directly above. And I'm going to have my arms out to the side. I'll show you from the front. That's it. And we're going to swap to the other leg because we've got to do it on both legs to pass to that level. Trying to make sure your hips are nice and square, not turning. So think about your belly button pointing forwards. Arms out to the side. That's it. And that knee directly in front of that ankle. Good. And now step your feet out to the side. And all you've got to do for this one is bend that knee so it's leaning over these toes, arms out to the side and to the other side. Good, so that's all your 4 lunges. Okay, then the next one we can't do, unfortunately. I might be able to come up with an alternative in one of my next ones, which we can involve 2 chairs in, one of my next lives, and that is hold, pike and tuck shape between ropes, because obviously at the gym we're very lucky. We've got the ropes, the climbing wall, we've got all the equipment we need. And the last one is hold, straddle sit and pike sit with our arms straight and our legs nice and straight and toes pointed. So let's do our straddle. Now, if you've got super, super duper straight legs, those heels might be able to come off the floor. Okay, so you're going to imagine you've got 10 plates of dinner on top of your head. It's got to sit up super duper tall and stretch those fingers out to the side. Lovely, good pointy toes. Fantastic. And legs together. We'll do one with arms out and stretching arms up. Super duper tall and squeezing those knees down into the floor. Okay, good. So that's level 1 and level 2 of the range and conditioning. We're going to quickly finish up with a little bit of a workout. In fact, let me move that up again. Sorry, I know I'm adjusting it all the time. So, the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to do earlier in our level work. We are not going to do press ups now. So we've done our burpees and everything else, which hopefully is a nice little simple conditioning for today's session. What we're going to do now is a little cool down. So I'm going to start with our feet together, hands on our hips. We're going to look up to the ceiling, down to the floor, up to the ceiling, down to the floor. Good. And let's look over one shoulder. And the other shoulder. Pop our ear on our shoulder. And the other ear. Good, and we're just gonna lean to the side. And the other side. Good. Okay, and the last thing we're gonna do is gonna go on hands and our knees. And we're gonna just rock our wrists out because we did a lot of work on them today. So rock backwards and forth. And now I'm gonna turn my hands out. I'm gonna rock side to side. Now I'm going to turn my hand so that my fingers point to my knees and rock forwards and backwards. That's it. I'm going to shake our hands. I'm going to do some spaghetti hands. Just like that. Okay, well done today in your session. So we covered our levers and our levels as well. So next week we'll be looking maybe at level 3 and level 4. Come join to find out. Also, we have got tomorrow 2 videos. Now, the first one is a preschool. Okay, so that's at 11 o'clock and that is with Jamie. And then the one in the evening is a ninja class and that's at 5 p.m. with Tommy. So great fun. Make sure to join in. Just another little shout out to Freddie. Congratulations on winning the hoodie and sending in your picture. You look lovely. If you keep commenting, you'll be in chance to be selected for the next one. All right, so that competition is still going ahead, and we are going to be, you'll find out on our social media. All right, so I hope you had fun today. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better next week and we can get back into it with lots and lots of energy. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye everyone, well done. See you next week.